we want to welcome everybody back again to America's Elite Businesses, up close and personal. Each and every week, I visit a new business, but as we talked about last week, we have a very unique podcast. Today, we're doing Campaign Podcast, election year, from dusk to dawn. Candidates are doing everything they can right now to reach out to the general public, the voters, our new leaders. We're ready to see them come to the forefront here. And again, week 2 of our Campaign Podcast, we have a good friend of mine. His name is Ferdinand Bristol. He's the Republican candidate for Broward County Commission District 7. Ferdinand, good morning. Good to have you on.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning to you. Good morning to Mr. Agency.
Well, Ferdinand, I want to very quickly here. Last week, we really focused on the beginning process of our podcast. Each week, we're going to reveal different things on your campaign. We talked about a couple of things last week, which were very important here. Now, week 2, we go into some things, and I'm going to touch on the topics very quickly, and then I'm going to let you reach out to our voters here. Proprietary taxes, Broward County, at least according to our earlier conversation, way too expensive. Tax cuts, police misconduct, missing people, and undocumented immigration. What a wonderful platform, and I'm going to give it all to you, Ferdinand. Talk to us.
Okay, thank you very much for that opportunity, and thank you for Titan Media, because Titan Media always do something to impress people always take things in hint. Because I know when something happened from the election, the media is confused, not the media, the election official confused. So they call Titan Media for help. And when you come in, you always make intervention. You said, vote is still going on. Because sometimes people do not win. They claim victory. So they try to make confusion. That will be happen this year. And I wish you do the same to make an intervention for the election official to let them know always 3 miles people still in the lane, they are voting, and that make everything down. So today, I am very proud to be with you, Mr. Christopher.
Thank you.
And then I'm glad to introduce myself. I'm Ferdinand Bristol. I'm a business owner, and I know exactly what happened in Broward County, Florida, because I'm a business owner, I'm a father, I'm a general contractor. So I'm involved not only claim victory for myself, but for everybody. So people come to me all the time, they complain. They say property tax is a second mortgage for the way the tax is expensive. What is very difficult in Florida, you got 3 homes, 1 bath, they charge you $7,500 a year for tax. And the next neighbor, front of you got a mansion, 4 car garage, you pay $800 a year. So that divided people a little bit. Neighbor do not salute neighbor. Neighbor do not talk to neighbor. That means I am completely mad about it. So I want to involve to make a difference in this community in the Broward County. Because most of the time people do not salute each other. They're jealous. The city divided people because they help those who have house, those who are losing their home. Now it's a tax issue problem. I pay $7,500, $7,200 a year, and you pay $800 a year. So this is why it's happening. My opponent, Mr. Tim Ryan, went Twitter without no opposition. So Mr. Tim Ryan have about 31 cities is covered. My opponent, only 1 city he loves, Dania Beach. He don't care about the other 30 cities. So that confusion happened because the general manager got friends and Mr. Temayan got friends and people suffer. I would like to find a way to cut property tax. For me to do it, I must be on the board. If I am in the board, I will bring that issue and they're going to work about it. Talking mad doesn't mean anything. It means everybody frustrated. This is my first issue. Cut property tax to help the neighbor bring happiness together, enjoy together. The Broward County divided because my opponent do not take full responsibility about people is your friend than their friends. I believe people complain, people said, Temayan say he love Dania Beach because Dania Beach got fun. that day when you go, you have drink for free. So I'm sorry, but he said that. And then I think it's not a good idea. It's good to make everybody happy. Especially myself, I know Mr. Temeran said he had a condo who have 5,000 units. If I ask him how many middle-class people have a home on it, he cannot tell you nothing. He just gives the land for the property, for the developer, the government land for the developer, only himself, he got benefit, but nobody else. But I don't want to blame him. Only one way I can make a difference, just come and kick him out from office, take the office myself. Okay, this is the first issue. The second issue, people complain about police misconduct. Most of the time, people got criminal background. They don't deserve it. But police told them, if you plead no contest, you're not going to charge. And people plead no contest. And that means today, when they're going to get a job, they do not qualify for the job, they tell them they are criminal. So also, police follow people for miles. When a police officer drives behind somebody, close, bumper to bumper, the driver can take red light easy because he do not feel comfortable. Sometimes you change the lane, the officer change the lane behind you for miles. That cause accident. Because people take red light, they take stop sign. So I need to go to the board to talk about it or to make sure police are retrained. Because that's not good. When you hear about people resisting arrest, it's not true. I'm sorry. Sometimes it's 1 p.m. The ground is very hot. Police put people on the floor. They cannot afford that ground. It's too hot, about 116 degrees Fahrenheit. People say they're not going to go on the ground, and police charge them for resisting arrest or manslaughter. I know that. So I need to find a way to clean up the charge they put to the innocent people. Also, the biggest problem we got now is undocumented immigrants.
Yes, sir.
People keep asking me, what can I do when I become a commissioner? I told them, I am a refugee. Everyone in this country is a refugee because your parents come from somewhere. Myself, I know 1886, in the Constitution in the United States, the Congress passed a law. After 72 hours, if somebody decided to stay in the United States, you got the right to stay in the United States. Somebody got 20 years over here, somebody got 15 years over here on document, and they pay tax anyway. I do not agree for them to humiliate like that, because I call that humiliate. They put mother Costa Rica, they send father Brazil or Mexico, and they take the child, and they put the child on the cage. I'm a father. Every single refugee represented 20 people from the country because they do money order for them. They put food on the table for the people in the country. When you deported that person, you put everybody in the destruction because they have no more food again to eat. Myself, I'm adopted 5 children. I got family in Haiti. I got kids in Haiti, I pay school for them. I got my house in Haiti, people are living on it. Because I believe abuse and justice do not going to bring me anywhere. I believe God blessing, nothing in the world can replace it. This is what I have for today, because I know today is Friday, is a big day, 9/11. I salute every man in uniform and woman in uniform who stand up for us. Because at the worst times, they always be there for us. At the good time, they will be there for us. I'm going to follow the men and women uniform unity. That means myself, in the time of pain, I will be stand up behind the people. In the time of pain, I will suffer with them. Thank you.
Well, we thank you, and Ferdinand, it was extremely appropriate for you to mention our broadcast. Our podcast is done on 9/11, and this is a historic day, a sad day, but we saw a lot of great cities, especially the city of New York, come together, unite, and I see right now our world in the turmoil and the things that are happening. I see people coming together, but right now this is a huge time. I myself, the voters, we're looking for change. We're looking for new leaders to lead us into 2020 and into 2021. Republican candidate for Broward County Commission, District 7, Ferdinand Bristol, my very good friend. We thank you again for your time. Podcast 2, we encourage everybody to tune in again next week for Podcast 3. Titan Media, myself and Ferdinand Bristol, we're checking out. Ferdinand, any parting words before we catch up with you next week?
Only one thing I can tell people: vote for me. And the fight for them to become homeowner again is not over. They will become homeowner again because I do not happy the way they take their home from them. And people are not alone anymore. They have someone who stand with them.
And we need that. We need our leaders. Voting is November the 3rd. Republican candidate for Broward County Commission, District 7, Ferdinand Bristol. You guys vote. We'll catch you next week.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.